"2014 Strider isn't a sequel or a reboot, as much as a reimagining. I've played a lot of Striders 1 and 2, and this follows pretty much all of the same beats, but in a modern fashion. The most obvious update being the use of 3D models as opposed to 2D sprite work. I think we're now at the point where these actually look at least comparable to the amazing sprite work that we saw in Strider 2. We see fantastic lighting effects, we see great background details in the levels, far beyond what we've seen previously from this series. Also updated is the structure of the game. As opposed to being a strictly stage-based arcade game, such as Striders 1 and 2, this game goes for more of a metroidvania feel. The use of different power-ups to open doors, the long sprawling levels that you go back to in order to get your power-ups and your general upgrades, to non-linear aspects of the exploration. It all feels exactly like a Metroidvania, although possibly a bit more focused, a bit easier to get around. In terms of being a remake of the original, the focus is brought down a lot more. Whereas Strider 1 had us in loads of different types of locations, most of this game takes place in the one enormous city. Given this limitation though, it manages to have quite a decent variety of areas and backgrounds. Places manage to look distinctive without having Grasslands, Fireworld, Iceworld, Boss. And the aesthetic on show here, I absolutely adore. I also adore the remaking of certain iconic aspects of the franchise. Jumping across hover cars, fighting the Gravitrons, they even brought back the enormous Iron Gorilla. It's absolutely fantastic. The Metroidvania structure also works fantastically. Alongside your main routes, there are loads of little side passages to go down which test the new mechanics that you have just learned. These work fantastically a lot of the time, although sometimes they are frustrating and annoying. Even some sequences within the main game being frustrating and having to be done over and over again. This is probably where Strider falls down. On the whole, the game is structured fantastically with fantastic responsive controls, but some platforming challenges don't necessarily work when Hiryu wants to clasp onto every wall he can. There are gauntlet challenges which lend themselves towards fast responses, but as soon as he comes within a few pixels of a wall, he grasps on and it slows you down far too much. Otherwise it works fantastic. There are loads of cool little mechanics in here. Deflecting lasers is just an amazing feeling and really works so well. I wish it was in the earlier games. The different types of sword that you can use all work quite nicely, although often you just use the newest one that you've gotten and it seems to work well against anything. The mid-air dash attacks also are a fantastic addition to the franchise. It makes it feel like this fantastic mixture of Mega Man X and Castlevania. The game manages to continuously challenge you, and you find that whereas in Castlevania, when you return to the older areas, you go straight through them because you've leveled up so high. Within Strider, you've just managed to get better at the game in the meantime. It has that kind of satisfying progression. Between your new abilities and the fluency of your control, you can have an amazing time exploring the whole area. In terms of plot, there's not much to really say. It's absolutely goofy, but a lot of fun. This game isn't designed to be seen in a narrative light, it's designed to be explored and just had a lot of fun with. It's a visual, intense experience, with intense physical control, and intense challenges that, if you know how to do them and figure out how to play it, you'll have a fantastic time. There will be points where you're wondering what the hell you're meant to be doing because you're repeatedly dying or getting pushed back, though these are very few areas indeed. I played the game on the PlayStation 3 version, and there was only one point where it sort of chugged a little bit, but then again I don't think I was playing it the way it was meant to be getting played. In summary, This is a game with a lot of fun collectibles and a fantastic playstyle, which is definitely worth your time if you see it on offer. I don't know whether or not I would have paid full price, as I managed to get this quite a while ago on sale, but I've had a blast with it, and I think you will too.